Can you do, can you do me a favor? Can you look in the camera and say like, comment, and subscribe?
Like, comment.
Like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. So
Oh.
to my grandson's channel. Say
Oh.
like, comment, and subscribe to my grandson's channel.
Like, comment, and subscribe to my grandson's channel.
You heard it. All right. Thank you very much. Okay, so today we have my friend Tom Peterman. He is the VIP account manager at betPARX currently. Tom and I grew up together, and now I'm actually coaching his nephew in soccer. So before we get started, can I turn it over to you? Tell me a little bit about yourself.
Yeah, so I grew up in Northeast Philadelphia, went to West Virginia University, left before I got a degree, started working at betPARX Casino, left for a little while, and then I returned as a VIP account supervisor for betPARX, their online gaming, and then just progressed to the account manager.
Nice. Remind me, what did you go to school for?
I went to school for accounting.
For accounting.
Didn't go that route. Yeah.
No, I went to school for accounting too, and I did not go that route either.
Yeah.
So what made you, what brought you or drew you into working in a casino?
So when I first left school, basically just needed a job. And then people were like, hey, go up to the casino. So I actually had a date. I wanted to be a cocktail server. That's what I was told. They're like, yeah, you got to go dance on stage. I'm like, all right. So did it. They pulled me out.
Did you really? You really had to dance? Oh my God.
Yeah.
All right. I thought that was a joke.
I did the Dougie and all. So
all right, go ahead.
They pulled me off. They're like, hey, we want to interview you for a player service representative, which you sign people up and then you work on the slots on the floor. If any guests have an issue, like the machine ran out of paper or the game went into a tilt, like you would come over and fix it. But then you would also pay out the jackpots. So that's where you made a ton of money by getting tipped.
Tips, okay.
From the patrons. So I stayed there for 5 years, left, and then returned.
Okay. So did you know, like I get it. You started there because you were looking for a job to figure out exactly. So it wasn't necessarily a career path you were looking to go into. But when you started working there, did you know, was there something to it that you're like, I could potentially do this or move around within the casino?
Yeah, there was plenty of opportunity. I mean, there still is. And I realized, like, I knew cocktail servers made a lot more money. But if I want to grow in the industry, player services was the best route for me to go. So I was in there for 5 years, I believe. So, and then I got fired for being on my phone, which, funny enough, I'm paid to do now. So I have to be on my phone talking to people.
Okay, so you left for a little bit, and then how did you end up coming back?
So one of my good friends, Brett Richardson, he started in the casino as a valet and then slowly moved up. I became a cocktail server, then manager of food and beverage. And then he eventually took over food and beverage. He was in charge of the whole thing. And then he was asked to go to the iGaming side. And he knew I liked to gamble. I know a lot about the industry already with working on the floor and then very knowledgeable in sports. So he was like, hey, I'm building a VIP team. I think you'd be great. And it just fell in line.
Oh, that's awesome.
But I knew I didn't want to go back to working on the floor.
Is that when online gambling became legal, or is that around the same time that the legislation happened?
No, this is a few years after. At first, it was just called the betPARX Casino app, and then they did a rebrand. I was right around the rebrand to betPARX.
Okay.
He was asked to go up. I think he was in the position like 8 months to a year earlier.
Okay.
So, but it was struggling, obviously, with you seen FanDuel and DraftKings and BetMGM, these basically multinational corporations coming in and having a big chunk of the pie. We were just trying to carve out, or they were just trying to carve out a small sliver. Wasn't working so well. I came in, and then a couple years later, we had a new leadership, and now we're rolling.
Nice. Can you tell me a little bit about what your role does now?
So I have around 430 players. They're high value players. I do anything from get them tickets to an Eagles game, comp dinners. The biggest thing is giving them casino bonus for their play, and then whatever else they need. Sometimes people just want to talk to you. Get a lot of that. So
Is any part of your role, so that's managing existing customers? Do you have like new customer development in your role too, or no?
not right now. That's
Okay.
usually like user acquisition
Okay.
because we have it in the online gaming industry. There's a lot of bonus abuse, people portraying something that they're not. So usually when a player comes in off the street, we allow them to play and then let their play dictate. If someone coming in telling you, I play $100,000 a month, um, give me a big deposit match, usually not good. I can count on my hand how many times a true VIP came in and was like, "Hey, I'm a big player." At times we do things like that. In my experience, it's not usually worth it. They're usually a bonus abuser.
And a bonus
So
abuser is someone who signs up and tries to get the, I don't know, free $100 bet or something multiple times.
yes,
Is that what that?
yes. So
Okay.
there can be that end where they're just signing up, they never intend to play, and then there's the more egregious ones where right now our new customer promotion, there's a bunch of stuff involved with it, but they get $1,000 back their first 24 hours. So we see a big jump of people actually playing and playing way above 1,000, but then we have a bunch of people that are right at that 1,000, and usually that's not good. Usually
Okay.
they turn their money over and then they're able to do it. So one
Okay.
of my coworkers actually met a mathematician who gets people to play. They like sign up on his website and gets them to play right at that $1,000, tells them what game to play. So there's a whole industry in that as well. And it's like whack-a-mole with our fraud team to try to
Okay.
knock them out.
All right. So as someone who had, I don't really, I don't gamble often. I went to Vegas when I was in my early 20s, and no joke, I put $20 on the roulette table once, and then I just walked away. I lost and then left. So I don't really gamble. I don't gamble on sports either. So what's something that would be surprising? I'm curious about two things actually. One is you talked about big tips when jackpot pays out. So do you have any good etiquette tips for people coming into the casino? And then two, what would be something surprising who has no idea about the casino industry? What would be something surprising you'd tell them?
Something surprising, which people would think it's I don't that every game's rigged, the casino's rigged. I guess because I'm in the space, I see some of these guys a lot. If somebody's selling you picks online, they're not truly a sports handicapper or a sharp better, which is how to explain this, like a professional gambler that has mathematical edges to where they profit on sports. So if they're selling picks, do not trust them. Don't do it.
Okay. All right, that's
And then
good. And then
uh
what? Go ahead.
like etiquette for tipping. I mean, it's hard to say, but 1% of a hand pay, which is I believe it's going up to 2,000. I was told 2,500, but in the casino, I think it's going to be 2,000. 1% of a hand pay you would give them. So at
Oh, that's
$20.
yeah.
Like people would be happy with that on the floor. But a lot of people don't know you're supposed to tip those people. Obviously, the more frequent players do, but yeah, I would say
Yeah,
$20 minimum for anything 1,200 to 2,000, and then 1% of the jackpot. Because again, you may not be up after winning a
sure,
$2,000 jackpot.
sure. Yeah.
That's what back in the day, like you would hear a lot of reps like complain. Um, but I was like, I just watched that person lose a ton of money. Like I would like if I knew they were down and it was a big player, I would drop that money off and try to get out of there as quick as I could.
All right, that's interesting. Knowing what you know now about the career path that you went on, would you have done anything differently?
No, I could have made it a lot easier on myself. I mean, when I started at the casino, I was a partier. I went out, but still people always came to me for help. I wasn't always in the best of shape when like going to work. So if I knew that it was going to be my career, like and I did always have it in the back of my mind, but I was 21 to 26 when I worked there. So I cared about other things and I did view that at the time as just like a line level job. Even though I was making great money, I could have made it a lot easier on
I like
myself.
that. That's really
So
good insight. Yeah, I
yeah,
like that. Yeah, because you're saying at the time you didn't realize that this was your career. It was a job that
it was a
allowed you to
job.
do the things that you wanted to do. Yeah, okay.
Hmm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's good insight.
So
That's a good if I knew then. Another one. So along the same lines of if I knew then is if you had advice for either your younger self or someone looking to follow in your footsteps, what would you say to people who are looking to maybe go into the casino industry or looking to do something similar to what you're doing?
I would just say apply. If you iGaming is a booming industry. I mean, you can't watch a one drive of a football game
Yeah,
without seeing apps like a promotion for an app. Like it's a very fast growing industry. I would say apply if you would customer service, they're always looking for people. They apply there and then you can move on. I know we only at Parks and betPARX, I think it's 6 months. You have to be in a role before you can change. But if you stand out, we're pretty quick to promote people. And then there's promotions within departments, then you can go to different departments. So we recently moved our customer service agents from Bensalem to New Jersey.
okay.
And if they didn't want to make that move, management made it a point to, okay, we can try to find you a position elsewhere. And I think like in the last, well, I guess it's been like 2 months, but 5 people in brand new positions that we needed and they get to stay in Bensalem. So,
That's
and
cool.
also I would say go to a smaller operator first, like a betPARX or a Delaware Norse, another company. But if you jump into the pond at one of these big FanDuel companies, it's going to be a lot harder to move around. So
That's cool. So so basically you're saying that there's a lot of opportunity for growth despite where you join the company.
absolutely, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. If
that's
you
awesome.
stand out, if you do your work, like and I know at Parks, you'll move around. Well, betPARX and iGaming.
That's
So
great. All right. So what's next for you? Do you see yourself here long term?
yes, my director, the guy Brett I was talking about, he just sent me actually sent me a job notice for another operator with a significantly higher pay. And
Okay.
he's like, hey, don't want you to leave, but I wouldn't be a friend if I didn't send you this. So, but
Okay.
right now my loyalty lies with betPARX. I'm excited to see where we go, how we grow.
That's awesome. I'm happy for you.
It was
Is
either
there
he was
Go
being
ahead.
a friend or he's trying to kick me out.
I know Brett, right? I met him before.
Yeah, yeah, you knew
Yeah, yeah.
Brett.
Yeah. Okay. That's awesome. Well, I'm glad it's working out for you. I'm happy for you. Before we finish up, is there anything else you want to plug or share?
No, download the betPARX app, and if you have a problem, 1-800-GAMBLER. I mean, that might come off as a joke, but
Yeah,
it's
sure. I
very
understand.
serious in this industry. And with the gamification of a lot of these apps, I would say set like responsible gaming limits. I mean, I do it. It's easy to get out of hand, and you can. Every app has gaming limits, login limits. So
That's good advice.
yeah,
All right.
it's so
Thank you very much, Tom. I appreciate you
no
doing
problem.
this.
One more thing,
Yeah, go ahead.
you got to coach better. That game I went to trips, they got whooped. They got whooped. You
Wait,
were
I
on the
wasn't
other field.
okay. I was on the other field.
They got whooped up.
Yeah, my team didn't.
Yeah, okay. Everybody's your team. Don't do that.
We split up, and also you're talking about responsible gaming. How about you responsibly help coach your nephew and know that at his age group, it's about getting comfortable with the sport and not actually winning.
Nah, I'm about
And
putting U's and L's on this.
well, he scored. He's been getting really good too, and he loves playing.
He's very defensive player.
Yeah, he's good. He's really good. He's actually very coachable too. I know that's weird for a 5-year-old, but he actually listens to, like, a lot of that age group is big on clustering around the ball and your own team. Every single player will run to the ball and just try to kick it as soon as you get to it. He's really great at listening. Like when we try to adjust and say, okay, can we spread the field out? Can we pass to our teammates?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why
awesome.
he looked defensive. Everybody was in the middle. He's like, I'm waiting for this ball to pop out. And then he was like making passes instead of like dribbling the ball into the net. I was like,
yeah,
he actually looks okay.
it's fun, dude. It's
He's
really cool to see their growth too. It's unbelievable.
to see it like click. I mean, when I coach football, shout out Calvary, CYO, like people, the bigger kids couldn't play when they were younger. So now it's unweighted. And then you would see it like click in their head, like, oh, like I should do this.
Yeah.
Even at 5th and 6th and 7th and 8th grade, like something will click for them. And like it makes them a better athlete, better player.
Yeah. But it's fun. I'll see you on the weekends. I'll see you on Saturday for the game, maybe.
Maybe not this Saturday, but
All right.
it's a little early.
All right. Well, thank you again for doing this. I
Thank you for
appreciate it.
having me.
Yep, no problem.